The 14-story Uganda House Tower stands near the United Nations headquarters in Manhattan, New York City. 4 years, the building was indeed of renovation and maintenance. The permanent resident to the United Nations, Richard Nduhuura, was appointed Uganda's permanent resident to the United Nations in August 2012.
I have been here close to 4 years as head of this mission.
Nduhuura recalls the time Foreign Affairs Minister Sam Kutesa headed the United Nations General Assembly between 2014 to 2015.
And although his office was at the UN, we were linked up with that office, and we gave a backing to the office of the President of the General Assembly. Some members of staff who were serving actually here in the mission were deployed to his office, but replaced here at the mission, and some of them came back after serving at the UN.
When Nduhuura became the new ambassador, taking over from Dr. Uganda, the mission building needed renovation.
We no longer see it in the papers that the building is rotting. We have been able to replace the old machinery. This is the machinery. Some of it was as old as 40 years, because this building is over 40 years. So naturally, the machinery had to get old. We had leaking pipes in the building. All those have been replaced. But I also want to assure you, to inform you, that despite...
The ambassador also talked about the time Dr. Uganda, who is now Uganda's Prime Minister, was the permanent resident. Uganda had earlier served on the UN Security Council in 2009 and 2010.
And that is the time when Uganda was a member of the Security Council. So there was that interval of 2 years in which the mission did not have a substantive head. There was a chargé d'affaires. And so when I came in, there were a few issues to definitely put right, because there hadn't been a substantive head of mission.
Another bottleneck was the matter of the property's land title, which had gotten lost. It was, however, later recovered.
Now at least we know we have a title, and rumors, had flown around it that the building was not, the title was not in the names of Uganda, but that's not true. We now have the titles in our custody. So I think that's done, and we are now working on getting the certificate of occupancy. To get the certificate of occupancy, of course, certain things have got to be put right, and that's why we have seriously renovated this building so that it can be inspected and be given a certificate of occupancy, which we'll definitely get very soon. I'm very confident about that.
So far, the Uganda mission occupies only the 3rd and 4th floor, while the rest are rented to other missions and organizations.
Government of Uganda allowed this mission, upon request, to spend NTR at source. NTR is non-tax revenue. So the money that is collected from rent, that revenue, can be spent, but strictly, and that's what the letter says, strictly for the maintenance of the building.
The permanent resident also noted that the proceeds from the building could help in paying the staff's residence.
We have demonstrated that you can renovate, you can maintain government properties, and at the same time save, and this saving can be used to acquire more properties. Last year, for example, we saved funds to the tune of $730,000. You can use that money to acquire a house here. And if you acquire one house per year, in 10 years, you have enough houses to accommodate all the members of staff that we have at this mission.
Nduhuura outlines the mission's interests, including overseeing the United Nations new regional service center in Entebbe.
As a baby, and something which, of course, has created employment both directly and indirectly for the people of Uganda. So it is something that we have got to nurture and we pay a lot of attention to. Even where they need more land, I think the government of Uganda should be able to provide more land so that the center can expand.
Nduhuura is preparing to head to the next diplomatic assignment as Uganda's ambassador to Paris in France.
When I get there, that's when I definitely find my bearing, but also because of the bilateral relations we have, I will also look around and see what else the French can do in Uganda.
Maurice Chol, NTV.
How long have you been here?